Sorry for the interruption, this show is cheap. This question is from Capaldi on Twitter and is for everyone. If you had a TARDIS, which time period would you visit?
No, I think you should go first.
You think I should go first?
Yeah.
Okay, I would go to 1960s or 70s New York.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Peter?
I used to have a great pair of LA eyework shades that I lost in about 2005. In a cafe, let's go back there, find those shades. Best shades. And then we could go to the 60s and 70s.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We can stop off there on the way. It's on the way anyway. Isn't it?
Where do you want to go?
I'm going to go back and see one of Shakespeare's plays performed at the time.
Yeah, they are quite long. You have to go back in time to see the beginning of those, don't you? And I'm tremendously happy, so I'm very happy here. I'm not going anywhere. Next question is from Abby on Facebook. Peter, if the 12th Doctor had to work with another past Doctor, who would he get on best with, and who might he get least well with?
Oh, I think he'd probably. I think he'd get on very well with. Matt, David, and Chris. But I think he'd not get on well with all the other Doctors. They will rub each other up in their own way. Not in vision, obviously.
I'm just hoping we were buffering during that. The question is from Vanessa on Facebook. Pearl, how does it feel being cast as the new companion? That's a major role to go into, so they ever feel daunting?
Yes, very daunting throughout, but also incredibly exciting. It's amazing. It's such an incredible opportunity, and these guys are really nice. Contrary to what people think.
Or reality.
No, everyone's been absolutely lovely to me since getting the job and in the audition and such like. And yeah, it's been amazing. I feel very lucky to be here, and it doesn't really feel real.
Well, we're lucky to have you.
The last question is for all of us, so we've got to spin this out. If this is still going on, I don't know. It all looks very, very exciting behind the camera. You can't see it. We're awesomely tense. The last question is from Doctor Who Comic Art on Twitter. For everyone, what are you most excited for the audience to see in the upcoming series? Everyone.
I was thinking it's seen there. I think when the Doctors showed Bill Tyler for the first time, I was just watching that again this morning. So much. So I think that I can't wait for people to see that because it's just brilliant.
I think we have a sort of haunted house episode.
Yeah.
And I think when people see the monsters in that, I think that would be really cool. I think that's something worth looking forward to. I'm not telling you the details of it.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be a scary one actually.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. I think just all the adventures that Doctor and Bill have, and the adventures that they have to come that we don't know anything about as yet. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great one.
How about you?
I don't know. I like all of it better than each other. But I think I'm actually quite curious to see what everyone thinks of the very first scene, which is it's quite unusual for us. It's a very unusual opening for us, and I'm quite curious. I'm more curious than anything else about how they react to such sort of, in our terms, unusual opening. Now, we've been so fast and so efficient in answering your questions that I've actually run out.
I was going to say, since we had to restart, would you be open to taking a couple questions that
Yes,
are
we'll
coming
take
in?
live questions.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
get them in now.
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
live questions.
Sorry, everybody, that we had to restart. We were having some technical issues, but we're going to take a couple live questions. So here's one for Peter and Stephen. Heaven Sent was such an amazing episode. How challenging was it to write and act? And this is from Lizzie George on Facebook.
It was, sorry,
No, it was extremely challenging and thrilling. I kept thinking, surely somebody else must turn up in this because the sound of my own voice going on all the time is boring even me. So I was a little bit worried about it, but the script was so fantastic. Stephen's ideas and also the direction of Rachel Talale brought to it a kind of amazing cinematic quality that I sort of knew that it was going to be really good, and I was just thrilled to be a part of it.
Okay.
For the writing, it was immensely difficult. I was really quite relieved when I wanted to write the next one and somebody else showed up, so people could have a conversation. But the best part of it, or the most hilarious part of it, was the read through because Peter was doing the dialogue and I was doing the stage directions, and a whole lot of people were sitting watching two aging Scotsmen bark at each other. it felt so strange.
All right, here is another question from Jan Fennick on Facebook. Peter, how is working with Pearl, and how is it different than working with Alex Kingston or Jenna Coleman?
It's great. It's wonderful. It's a whole new energy, a whole new shape to the show, because the character that Pearl plays sort of doesn't come from the Doctor Who universe.
No.
And whereas both Alex and Jenna, their characters have a kind of are an integral part in the Doctor's in the story. Bill's character isn't, although may become. So it's very, very exciting, because in a way it makes everything new and fresh. And Pearl does it with such aplomb and such energy. And we're just really lucky to have her. It's good. It's good fun.
Good.
And how is it different from Alex and Jenna? Well, they're completely different from themselves as well in their own way. They're all wonderful actresses and great people to have around. I'm seeing them later, so I've got to.
Okay, here's one from Chelsea King. Are there any past characters that any of you would like to see return to the show for an episode?
Oh, John Barrowman comes up with more and more strange aliases. Okay, past characters.
Caecilius from the Fires of Pompeii.
Hey!
Oh, right. You chose the only other part you played in the Doctor Who. All right. Pearl, who do you want to bring back?
I'd like to. I think Missy's pretty cool.
Oh, well, you may well get that wish.
Well, hey, who knows? I'd like to. I think she's pretty. I'd like to see how her and Bill would interact. That'd be quite exciting.
I think there was one time last year we almost brought K9 back.
Yeah.
And then I think, oh, I wish we had K9.
Yeah, K9's good.
That'd
K9's
be
great.
cool. I like dogs.
It's one we can't. It's one we can't do. But I also, if we could actually bring back the William Hartnell Doctor right at the beginning of his time, obviously there would be staffing difficulties with that, and have him confront what he has become. After this doddery old man wandering around the universe, and he said, "I've become an epic hero. How the hell did that happen?"
Yeah.
I think that would be great fun. But we can't.
Get David Bradley to do it.
Yeah.
David Bradley did it.
Ain't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, well, we have time for one more question. So we will do another question about the new season for everybody. Glenn Watkin asks, can you all describe the new series in one word?
New.
Epic.
I'll use two words, if I may. Hardcore.
I suppose in the circumstances, goodbye. Since it's my last one, but there's not goodbye to Doctor Who. It's just goodbye to me. But yeah, brilliant. Come on, something like that. And we've just finished. And I know this has been tremendously smooth and brilliant. It was just live. It seemed like we went into a big studio and took months of planning to make this. It wasn't. It was just done live on an iPhone. I know, it's incredible, isn't it? So thank you very, very much. And I'm going to look at what it actually says here. And I've got it. I've lost it. I've lost the actual goodbye. Have we lost the goodbye? That's all the time we've got. Oh yeah. And make sure to tune in. Oh yes, you can watch. You can watch seasons 1 to 9 of Doctor Who now on Amazon Prime Video. That's quite important to mention. And make sure to tune in on to our Christmas special this December and season 10 next spring on BBC America, or you might die.